Guys, when Xpeng launched the Mona MO3, the stock price jumped by over 10%. Absolute crazy. And what do we have in 2 days' time? Of course, the Envo launch. Xpeng stock jumped because investors kind of saw the revitalization of the company. They saw that the Xpeng MO3 is going to turn things around and boost the sales massively. Well, Envo L60 is going to do the exact same thing, boost sales massively. There are still so many things that can totally shock investors when it comes to this car in 2 days. Whether it's the launch price, the base price, the different policies that they will have, and also some of the other exciting features of this car, which have not yet been released or announced, such as the freezer function and all the different accessories, etc. Now, coincidentally, the NIO stock price chart is also predicting a massive breakout in about 2 days, which kind of coincides with the Envo L60 launch. Let's take a look. Well, we've previously talked about this massive falling wedge and then NIO stock breaking out above it with good strong volume, causing a short squeeze. And this bullish rally, is it over? Very interesting. Let's answer that question. So if we switch to a shorter time frame, like the 1 hour time frame, you can see that the stock price is sort of jumping around between 5.15 and 5.6. It's sort of consolidating between these two areas, and it's forming this sort of like a little triangle, if you can see it, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a bullish pennant. All right, it's called a bullish pennant. If you guys don't know what it is, this is what it looks like. You got a big stock price move up, you got a little consolidation, and then a breakout. So pennants, which are similar to flags in terms of structure, have converging trend lines during their consolidation period and last from 1 to 3 weeks. So it's been like 1 to 2 weeks. The volume at each period of the pennant is also important. The initial move must be met with large volume, while the pennant should also have weakening volume, followed by a large increase in volume during the breakout. Okay, so does this meet all the criteria? We got converging trend lines, check. All right, what about volume? Volume is very, very important. So let's take a look at volume. Of course, when we had this massive breakout, we had very strong volume. And then here in this area, we have declining volume. So that also fits, all right? And what we're waiting for is, of course, a breakout with strong volume. So this means that this pennant is going to end in about on Thursday, which, what's on Thursday? The Envo launch. So you're either going to have a massive breakout to the upside, which I think will most likely happen, or it's going to go down. But the chances are high that this is going to break out up. All right. And exactly how high is it going to go? This is very interesting. So usually with pennants, the way that the price target is measured is from the bottom of the flagpole to the top of the flagpole. So if you do that, all right, let's take a little arrow. Let me get my trusty little arrow. Where's my arrow? There we go, arrow. So from the bottom right here all the way up to here, that's the top of the flag. And then you want to move that proportionally to this part, or you can move it to the apex right there. And that's going to send the stock up to $8.55. Interesting. So what's at $8.55? Well, we can tell. Sure, that means we're gonna go above $7. Pretty cool. And there's some resistance over here at 9.5. So it's most likely going to perhaps even be able to hit 9.5 after Envo launch. Possibly. All right, that is extremely bullish. Now this is of course a bullish pattern, guys. A big launch up and then you have some consolidation, right? This is the bulls taking a breather, the shorts thinking that the rally is over, but then you have a breakout and the shorts get caught off guard. The bulls step back in and boom, rocket move up. And this does really make sense if you look at the longer term picture. So the longer term picture, we have this huge massive wedge that we've talked about, right? This breakout, very strong breakout. So what does this wedge target give us? So if you take a arrow, trusty little arrow, and then we measure from here to here, and this is the sort of the maximum width of the wedge, and then you put it down here, which is the breakout point. Bam, it also points at around $9 all the way up to $9.50. So that's the target from the wedge. And then you got a bullish pennant that's also pointing at up to $8.50, $9-ish. So these guys are all pointing at this area, $8.50, $9. That means very soon we could see NIO stock go up to $8, $9. Very, very likely. Now, my end of the year price prediction, I believe that we are going to be above double digits by the end of the year. So by the end of the year 2025, I think we're going to be like somewhere around here by the end of the year. Okay, the reasoning is also very simple. Okay, Envol sales kicking in, we're going to see deliveries boosted. However, the biggest thing is of course NIO Day. All right, with NIO Day, they're going to launch even more NT 3.0 cars, and very soon next year, early next year, they're going to have Firefly launch somewhere around here. And then Firefly vehicles are also going to be delivered. And that's going to just add so much to NIO's deliveries. All right. You're going to have a mass market brand and a budget mass market brand all selling vehicles next year. That's going to send the stock price flying because you're going to see deliveries triple, quadruple. All right. So that's a huge game changer. That means that even though by the end of this year, we're looking at double digits, by the end of next year, all right, I think we're going to be above 20, back to 30s, all right, by the end of next year. And this is if everything goes well, okay? And of course, I have a long-term price target of $650 per share. But this is 10 years down the line when everybody uses battery swap, when NIO license out the chips to everybody, and when NIO license out the software to everybody. Battery swap stations are everywhere, and governments use it to stabilize the grid. They're doing it now, but to a lesser extent. So long term, 10 years down the line, $650 per share. End of this year, 10. End of next year, 20 to 30. All right. Cool. This is very, very exciting. All right. Things are going to be changed massively thanks to Envol. It's going to really flip NIO's deliveries and bring it to the next level. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.